Hey guys, welcome back. This is the Bitcoin market review for November the 17th, 2022. And as usual, before we get into the price section, we look at the economic calendar. And as we can see, yesterday there were a high and a medium impact news event at 8:30, manufacturing index and unemployment claims, and they had a little bit of an impact. To price, not too much. As you can see, the 8:30 candle is this one. It's a bigger candle, but as you can see, there was already quite a lot of volatility in the market at this point, with the 8 a.m. and 8:15 candle also being quite big, and then later 10:15 and 10:45 candles also being quite big. So there was quite a lot of volatility in the market yesterday. Overall, it didn't move too much. As you can see, it consolidated throughout the morning, and then after 10 a.m. it started a little bit of an uptrend, but not too much movement overall. And so yeah, with that said, let's get right into the setups. And yesterday there were only setups on the lower time frames, so only on the 1 and the 3 minute is where I found some setups, and I'm gonna show them to you right now. So first setup was a 3 a.m. setup. It was right around just 10 past 3. You can see this drop down right here. So first pushed up, then consolidated a bit, and then on this push up it took out the early morning highs, and then it broke down with this low right here. We have a market structure break, like with this low broken, with a market structure break, and let's draw the fair value gap. Actually have to select the fair value gap. Okay, also let's use the fib tool. From the high to the low, you can see price pushes back up into the fair value gap, just goes above the equilibrium line, just into a premium, and then it starts to continue lower, going below this low and below this low. So yeah, that was the first setup, and then actually in this sell-off we have another setup at 20 past 4 a.m. which is right here. I mean, there is one up here. Let me draw it out like this. So you could also journal this one. It's also quite a nice setup. As you can see, price broke this low right here. So we are looking for longs, consolidates a bit, pushes up into the fair value gap, into a premium, and then sells off once more. Like on this push down, then it went for this low, and then actually it gives another setup. So again, we have consecutive entries. Right here we can see there is a nice fair value gap up here, which price touches. So price comes back up into a premium, touches the fair value gap, and then continues down lower to take out the relatively equal lows right here. And then as you can see, price comes back up, touches a premium once more, and then it really sells off at like 4:30 a.m. to even take out these lows over here. You can see these are taken out by this quite fast move down. So another nice setup on the 1 minute, and we have two more setups on the 1 minute. The next one being in this area at around 5:30 a.m. and it is a long setup against the morning trend, which was down right here. We can see then we have a little retracement right here upwards, and we have a setup to pretty much enter on this retracement. It's a long setup. As you can see, let me first draw the market structure break. Price makes a low here, pushes up, lower again, and then it comes up again, breaking this high right here, which is then a market structure break at a higher time frame, not just the 1 minute. Let's say like the 5 minute. It should be a market structure break there, and indeed it is. You can see push down, then we make a high, and then eventually we push above this high. We have a market structure shift on a higher time frame, so on the 5 minute, and we have a setup on the 1 minute. it's always nice if you have confidence, like it did here with the break of the market structure on the 5 minute, then we know, okay, we can go for longs, which form on the 1 minute. So we have a fair value gap right here, which price then fills quite nicely. You can see price pushes down into the fair value gap, touches the down close candle, which is the order block. As you can see, the bodies of the candles respect the fair value gap, only the wicks go through, and then price reverses, comes back down into a discount right here, and then eventually goes higher to take out this high and move into this imbalance right here, which was left. So this was where we had the first entry of the day, or the first setup of the day, and as you can see, price returns to that fair value gap again. If I draw it out, you can see it pushes up into the fair value gap here again. So that was the ultimate target for this long setup. Okay, and then we go all the way over here, and we have another short setup. You can see price then really starts to push lower after 8 AM, attacking these lows right here. And here we have a setup to pretty much catch like the last move, so the last down drop to take out these lows, and it is right here with this drop below this low, displacement with a fair value gap, price comes back up into the fair value gap, touches the premium, and then sells off to go below these lows. So that's just a very quick setup which forms quite quickly and also delivers quite quickly. If we look from the high to the entry was 7 minutes, and then from the entry to the lowest candle it was 6 minutes. So 13 minutes for the whole setup to form and deliver. So that's quite quickly, and that's why I like the 1 minute for setups like this, because they form very quickly. So yeah, just beautiful. Okay, so next setup is on the 3 minute, and we have 2 more setups on the 3 minute. And the first one is right where my cursor is. You can see price, this was the drop we just looked at, and then it reversed right here. It started a reversal, and here on this push up right here we have a shift in market structure, or confirmation of a shift in market structure. And here we have a quick setup. We can also look at it on the 1 minute, but as you can see, it also works on the 3 minute. Price breaks this high, shift market structure, comes immediately back down into the fair value gap, which was just left behind, touches a discount, and then it starts to push higher, and eventually it really shoots off at like 10:15 to take out all the morning highs. So yeah, nice setup on the 3 minute, and as I said, we also can look at it on the 1 minute. And as you can see on the 1 minute, it also works. The fair value gap is just a little bit more refined, like this. Price shoots up, comes back down into the fair value gap, quite refined right here, and then eventually it pushes higher. So yeah, nice setup in the 3 minute, and now we are already at the last setup from yesterday. It is on the 3 minute, and I have to be honest, in this area there weren't really any setups. And the next setup we look at is, you can see there's another push up at like 7 PM, and right in here another setup formed. It's quite a late setup, I know this, but yeah, it is a setup nevertheless, and it's a setup I want to show to you guys. It's also a very quick setup, and as you can see, price didn't make a discount right here. It only went into the order block, came down, well, let's say it like this, it came down into the fair value gap, touched the order block, and then it shot off. And if we look at it on the 1 minute, it is a little bit more refined, and that's why I always want to look at the lower time frame, because on the 1 minute it's not the low. Right here we can anchor our fib tool to, we can use this low, and then you can see, okay, yeah, price did in fact reach a discount. First here it reached a discount, came back up, pushed down once more, came into a discount, came into the fair value gap, nearly fully filled, and then price shot up on, what is that? Yeah, 7:10, so 10 past 7 p.m. The price really started to accelerate higher to, actually let's go on a higher time frame to see what price took out. Oh yeah, you can see it consolidated higher, leaving equal highs right here, and there's also another high right here which is in line with that, and a little bit of a higher high right here. So there's a lot of highs in this area which price moved through quite quickly. And so yeah, that was the last setup for yesterday, and I hope you enjoyed the setups. If you did, leave a like. As usual, if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comment section below. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a nice day. Hope you're safe, hope you're well, and yeah, hope I see you guys again. Bye.